If you need to copy rows from one database table to another, or even create a new table, you need to watch this video. We'll learn about the insert into select and select into statements. And one thing you must remember when you do these. Stick around to the end to find out how you could win this awesome Yeti cup for free. I'm Woody Null. This is the Null Value Show, equipping you to add value with data and analytics. I've been working with databases for 15 years, and I'm excited to help you learn too. This video is part of my series on writing SQL, so if you missed the previous videos, please go check those out. Copying data between tables is a common task when working with databases. It's useful for creating a backup table or archiving old data into a separate table. If you're working on a large, complex analysis, it's often helpful to break the process into steps and have a few staging tables to store your work in progress as you go. If you're building a predictive model, copying data can be helpful for splitting data into a training set and a test set. First, let's look at the insert into select. This allows us to copy rows from one table to another. For example, let's say that our orders table is getting too big. We don't want to delete the old orders because we still need a record of them. Instead, we are going to archive them into a separate table so that the main table has fewer rows and performs faster. I've already created an order archive table. It's important that the two tables have exactly the same columns and data types. The query to copy the rows will start just like we are inserting a row into the archive table. Insert into done if order archive. Instead of typing out the values that we want to insert, we're going to use a select to get them automatically. We're going to select all of the columns and rows from the order table where the order date is in 2020. Now we can see that the order archive table has 474 rows. These are the rows that we copied from the main order table. The next step is to delete these rows from the main table. So that is insert into select. Now if we don't already have an order archive table created, we can create one and populate it with data in one fell swoop using select into. In this example, I'm going to create a backup of the customer table. This might be useful if I'm about to make some big changes to the main customer table, because that way I can undo the changes by recovering the backup table. We first type our regular select statement, and this can be as simple or as complex as we need. I'm keeping this one simple, just selecting a few columns from a single table. Right before the from line, I'm going to add an into and then the name of the new table we want to create. When we execute this, the database runs the select query, creates a new table with the correct column names and column types, and then inserts the results of the select query into the new table, all in one easy step. It really is that easy. But regardless of which method you use, you must remember one important thing. You are creating a copy of the data. If you change the data in one place, the other copy will not change. But depending on what you're trying to do, that may or may not be what you want. If you want your new table to update when the original data updates, then what you need is not a table, but a view. We will cover views in my next video. Please be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. Speaking of subscribing, when the Null Value Show reaches 100 subscribers, one lucky viewer will win this 30-ounce Yeti cup, custom engraved with the Null Value logo. So please subscribe right now and tell all your friends to subscribe too. We'll catch you next time on the Null Value.